This video describes how to import the XML overview settings found on the Lost Obsession website. This video does not cover how to customize those settings or how to save your own settings. Before we get started, we're going to need to make your overview a blank overview for import, and we're also going to need to verify that you have the overview directory created. So let's begin. Log into your Eve client and be in space. You can't do this from a station, unfortunately. What you will do is click on the four little bars in the top left corner of your overview and go to Open Overview Settings. You will then go to the Miscellaneous tab. It's the second to last tab, and go to Reset All Overview Settings. The reason we do this is the next thing that we're going to be doing is exporting your overview settings, and sometimes if you have complicated settings it doesn't like to export, so this gives us a clean base slate to go off of. Also, when you import the overview settings, any overview settings you currently have there will stay, and that can also make some things kind of wonky. Obviously, if you know what you're doing as far as overview settings goes, you don't really need this video anyway. So go ahead and reset your overview settings and click yes to the Are You Sure box. Once your overview settings have been reset, it should be just like you installed Eve as far as the overview goes. The next thing we're going to do is verify that you have an actual overview folder in your Eve folder created. So we're going to export overview settings. Just click on the four little lines again and go to Export Overview Settings. It brings up this box. You're going to have to give it a name. We'll call it Old Overview. And we will click Export. What that will do is that will create an XML file called old_overview in your user profile directory under your My Documents folder under the Eve folder inside there. There will be a new folder called Overview if there wasn't one already. That old overview file is not actually necessary for any part of this, it just verifies that's created. So once you have completed this, go ahead and take the overview XML file that you've downloaded from the Lost Obsession website and place it inside of that overview directory. Again, that's inside of your My Documents or your Documents folder under the Eve directory under the overview directory. You should also see that old_overview directory that we just created. So once you've copied it there, log back into Eve, go back into the overview menu and say Import Overview Settings. Inside there you'll have all of the XML files. If you're just doing this, you should only have two, the old one that you created and the new one that you just downloaded. I have a lot because I've been working on this, but go ahead and click on the one that you just downloaded. Leave all the boxes checked. These are all different overviews. If there's any that you wanted to or did not want to import, you can uncheck those boxes, but just leave them all checked and hit import. Once you do that, it will import all of the overview settings. You should know, right? And what we will be doing is setting brackets up. For some reason, I wasn't able to figure out how brackets actually worked, so we're gonna have to set those up manually. For travel, the intent of this tab was sort of a GTFO kind of. I'm going through space. There's no ships in this overview, so it's more of a I need to get out. I'm gonna leave brackets off on this one. So what I'm gonna do is click on these four bars again and say hide all brackets. This is the PvP tab for brackets, so I'm gonna do this and say show all brackets. And this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure you figured it out from this point. Now, there's two separate overview settings, for lack of a better term, with these tabs. And I'll show that to you here in 1 second. You can see this brackets profile, which I haven't really totally figured out yet, and an overview profile. So what we can do with these overview profiles, the brackets settings will stay. No matter what overview we load onto it. So if I want to say load the just supers and caps overview here, it'll still say with brackets. If I want it without brackets, I can load the exact same profile and it will be without brackets this time. So now I will only see gates and beacons, the sun, and stations and supercaps with no brackets, or alternatively with brackets. Hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, please feel free to post on the forums.